Okay, everyone able to hear me, right? Okay, that's good. Now, today we'll start testing and validating chapter. Yesterday we have a chance to complete the presentation layer. We understand these are the points. Presentation layer is the only layer which is visible to the end user. End user means any customer or any developer will be able to see only presentation layer. In presentation layer, we have mainly four types of objects. One is called as subject area. Second is presentation table, presentation column, hierarchy object. Then about subject area is one subject area you need to create compulsory from only one business model. Whereas from one business model, you can create a number of subject areas. Yesterday we have a chance to see those 2 points. And in this presentation layer, mainly we have 4 steps are available. Number 1 is how to create the subject area. Number 2 is how to create presentation tables and columns. Then reorder the presentation tables and columns. Then we have here last step, nested folders. Yesterday we have a chance to do that nested folders also, we did it. Now today we are going to understand how to test your RPD is correct or not. Physical layer you developed, BM layer you developed, presentation layer you developed. This development is correct or not. How to validate that one. That is the one step. Second step, whatever RPD is available, this RPD we are going to load into the server. From there we are going to develop a report. End of the class, we are going to develop our first report. Today is the first report we are going to develop. Okay, right. Let us go and try to understand the first point, testing RPD. To test our RPD, we need to learn one concept that is called as checking repository for consistency. Now, it is useful to check entire RPD. Mainly, it will check below points. It is going to check entire RPD. That means what, sir? Physical layer, BMM layer, presentation layer, all 3 layers it is going to check it out. Okay, next, what are the things it is going to check it out? If you go and see first point, all logical columns are mapped directly or indirectly to one or more physical columns. All logical columns are mapped directly or indirectly to one or more physical columns. For example, let us say I am going here, then I am trying to create here one column, right click, new object, logical column. Just I am giving here the name as test, click on OK. I created a test column, but this test column is not depending on any physical column or any logical column. Yes or no, sir? If you go and see here dependencies, this test object is not depending on any physical columns. So because of this one, if I go for the file menu, check global consistency, it is saying as consistent or not consistent, sir. It's saying as not consistent. That means if you create a column, which is not depending on any physical columns or any other logical columns, then it is going to throw the problem. However, here one small exception is there. What is the exception is, even though it is not depending on physical columns or logical columns, we are writing here hard code values. If you are writing here hard code values, that means I am writing here 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is hard code value. If you click on OK, click on file menu, click on check global consistency. Now it is saying as consistent or not consistent, sir. It is consistent. If you have a column, inside that one there is no hard code value. It is not depending on physical columns. It is not depending on logical columns. At that moment, it is going to throw the problem. That's what my first point, what it is talking about. In online mode, we can see error, transaction update failed before 11.1.1.7. In 11.1.7, even in offline mode, it is throwing as no physical data source mapping. What the meaning is, whatever I am doing here, right, I mean to say, suppose here it is not there. Here it is not there. If I go for the file menu, check global consistency, it is saying as is not consistent. Now what is the errors are it showing? The logical column fact sales test has no physical data source mapping. Same error message I copied here. Has no physical data source mapping. If you take the earlier versions, now whatever you are seeing your version is 11.1.1.1.7 version you are seeing. Earlier versions 11.1.1.6 or zero point 0.5 versions, even though I have here test column here, which is not depending on physical or logical columns, in offline mode it won't throw any errors. However, down the line, whenever I am working in online mode, it used to throw one error. That error is called as transaction update failed. That's what I mean to say. Am I clear? Right. Next one. All logical dimension tables have a logical key. What is the meaning of this one? Is it these 2 points are covered in our notes? Okay. Yeah, write that B. Next, all logical dimension tables have a logical key. What is the meaning of this one? Suppose if I go and see my business model diagram, BMM layer diagram, I am deleting as of now this test I am deleting. Now I am right click on the B201 sales, then business model diagram. There I have the whole diagram. If you go and see each and every table whatever available, it's connected. Yes or no? That is the reason if you go for the file menu, check global consistency, it's saying as is consistent. For example, I am trying to delete here one join I am deleting. This join I am deleting here, I deleted. Now if you go for the file menu, check global consistency, is it throwing what, sir? Is not consistent. That means from this you need to understand one point. That point is each and every table in BMM layer must be connected with other tables. If any independent table is available, it is going to throw the problem. Okay, that's what you understand. Let me go and try to create the logical join. I am creating join. Click on OK. Now if you go for the file menu, check global consistency, it's saying as is consistent. All tables in the BMM layer must be connected. All logical dimension tables. Well, sorry, I explained third point. All logical tables have a logical join relationship to another word, sir? Logical table. Now second point. All logical dimension tables have a logical key. What is the meaning? If you go and see the dimension table, this is the dimension table. I have a key column. If you see this one, I have the dimension table. This is the key column. This is the dimension table. I have the key column. Any dimension table is available and key column is not there, then it is going to throw the problem. For example, I am going to the dim1 periods. Double click on this dim1 periods. Then I can see here keys tab is available. I have here time key is there. Let us select that one, delete it. Click on S. Now I didn't deleted the day key. Day key is still available. Only thing is previously it was acting as a primary key. Now it is not acting as a primary key. That's it. Now if I go for the file menu, check global consistency, then it's saying as is not consistent. Now if you go and see the reason, what is the reason, sir? Error. Problem is with the business model. Object is B201 sales. Logical table dim1 periods does not have a properly defined primary key. Now could not load navigation space for subject area B201 sales. This is what the error what it is throwing. That means you people understand each and every dimension table in BMM layer, must have a key column. If key column is not there, a primary key column is not there, it is going to throw the problem. Okay, that point is very clear. I am going to create a key column. Double click on dim1 periods. Then go to the key name as, let us say I am giving any name I can provide. It is a logical name only. Any name I can provide. Now I am going to the columns. The columns I want, day key column I want. Once you created the key, that will be available in the drop down. Select the time key as a primary key. Primary key is time key. Now if you click on OK, go to the file menu, check global consistency. You can see here it is consistent. Right. You people understand one point. That point is called as all logical dimension tables have a logical key. Now, there are at least two logical tables in the business model. If this is one rule, at least two logical tables must be there. One must be a fact table, one must be a dimension table. Both can map to the same physical tables. Both can map to the same physical table. What is this rule? Suppose I am going here, I am trying to develop one business model I am developing. This business model name I am giving as test. Test business model is available. Inside this one, I am taking only one table. I am taking, let us say, products table I am taking. And also I am creating one subject area I am creating using this one. This was the subject area I created. So what all I did is I created a business model. I mapped a physical table into this one. I mapped a physical table into this one. Then I dragged this one into the presentation layer. After that, if I go for the file menu, check global consistency, you can see here error. Error is because logical table D1 products, the logical table test D1 products is not joined to any other logical tables. To join with other logical tables, do I have other logical tables here? No. You cannot create a join between one business model, one table to another business model, another table. You cannot create a join between one business model, one table to another business model, another table. So now that is not possible, and inside the one business model I have only one table is available. But system is telling like I need join on this one. I need join on this one. How I can resolve this problem? How we can resolve this problem? Two ways are available. One way is called as creating duplicate table in BMM layer. Creating duplicate table in BMM layer. What you are going to do is right click on this one. Then I have here option. That option is called as. Let us go and try to see here duplicate option. This is what the duplicate option is available. Now right click on this test. Then go for business model diagram, whole diagram. Then go and try to create the join between them. Click on OK. Close it. That is done. Now go to the file menu, check global consistency. Then you can see here business model test is consistent. Do you want to mark it is available for queries? That means we are able to overcome the problem by taking help of duplicate option. That is a one approach. Another approach is let me delete that one. I have another approach. Another approach is what, sir? Creating alias in physical layer and moving that into the BMM layer. Right click on this D1 products, then go for new object alias. Then I am trying to give the name as here, let us say prod table I am giving. This prod table whatever available I can drag and drop here. Once I drag and drop, then I can go and I can create the business model diagram, whole diagram. Between these two things I can go ahead and I can create the joins. Let me create the joins, click on OK. Now go to the file menu, check global consistency. You can see it has no errors. Now if people understand one point, that point is there are at least two logical tables in the business model. Yeah, there are at least two logical tables in the business model. A logical fact table and a logical dimension table both can map towards a same physical table. Now creating duplicate option is the one option. Creating alias is the one option. Now, there are, okay, before going for the next point, one more question is going on here. What is the difference between duplicate and alias? Okay, in BMM layer, only one option is available, that is called as duplicate, sir. In BMM layer, only one option is available, that is called as duplicate. Only duplicate option is available in BMM layer. Whereas in physical layer, yes, we have alias option is available, as well duplicate option also available. Alias option is available, duplicate option is available. What is the difference of alias and duplicate is? Let us go and try to understand that one. I am deleting this. I am trying to right click on this one, then go for here duplicate option is available, then go for here alias option is available. If I first let us go and try to create the duplicate. I am creating the duplicate. I created the duplicate, and also I am creating what's an alias. Alias is called, let us say, prod I am creating. Now I have here two things. On this one I created one duplicate. On this one I created one duplicate. On this one I created what's one alias. Now what I am doing is I am going to the D1 products, then right click, new object, physical column. I am creating one column called as ABCD column I am creating, enter. Now tell me, this ABCD column is created in Alias or it is created here, sir? Only in Alias it will be created, not in the duplicate one. Duplicate means what, sir? It is an independent table. From that point, it is a independent table. Alias is what, sir? It is a live Xerox copy of this one. It is a live Xerox copy of this one. That means whatever updates are happening in our original table, those all updates will be reflected into the Alias. Those all updates will be reflected into the Alias. Mainly, why the duplicate whatever you created here, it is not valid, sir, actually, because in the database there is no products -1 table. Okay, that is the reason it is going to, that is the reason if you go and click on view data, it is going to throw error. When this is useful is, let us say I have 4 similar tables are available, sir. 4 similar tables are available. There also I have the 20 columns, here also I have the 20 columns, data type, size, everything is same. Okay, today you imported one table, down the line you need to import one more table. Again running the import wizard, your time waste, yes or no, sir? What you can do is, you can duplicate that one, you can rename whatever way you want it. Let's say one table name is customer 1. Second table is, let us say, customer 2. Then customer 1 only duplicate it and rename is ever, sir? Customer 2. So one of the advantage of this duplicate is, duplicate is, what, sir? Creating identical table easily. Creating what, sir? Identical or same table easily. That is the one advantage. Second advantage is, down the line I am going to discuss that one. We have one concept, that concept is called as opaque view concept is available, or select table concept is available. Whenever I am writing here select query, let us say I am writing here select ename from EMP table I am writing. Whatever column output is there, that column I need to create manually here. That column I need to create manually here. Suppose in my query, let us say 30 columns are output. Then how many columns I need to create manually, sir? 30 columns. Suppose similar to this opaque view, one more thing I need to create, maybe slightly filter conditions and tables may be changing here. Then again I need to create 30 things, means it's waste of my time, right? I can go and I can create the duplicates. So on opaque view, you can use the duplicate option. Third one, down the line I will explain that also. We have one more option that is called as stored procedure. Stored procedure, one object is available, similar to that one, I want one more thing. At that moment I can go forward, sir, duplicate option. So let me summarize. Duplicate option is useful in 3 ways. Number 1 is to create the identical tables, easily. Instead of using import wizard, you can create the identical tables easily. Number 2, to create the similar opaque view, easily. Number 3, to create the similar stored procedure object easily. Okay, right. Now Alias is useful mainly for the avoiding the circular joins. It is a live Xerox copy of the table. Or it is a virtual table of the table. Those are the 2 points what you need to understand related to Alias and duplicate table. Am I clear, sir? Right. Now we are doing here 4th point. There are at least 2 logical tables in the business model, a logical fact table, a logical dimension table. Both can map to the same physical table. Creating duplicate table in BMM layer, creating Alias in the physical layer. These are the 2 options whatever we have it. Now there are no circular logical join relationships. What is the meaning of this one? There are no circular logical join relationship. Down the line I am going to explain that one. We have a concept that is called as Alias concept I need to discuss. Alias concept. If you see in the Alias concept, this is the table. I have here table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4. It is looking like wherever join is started, that point only it is ended also. Yes or no, sir? The join starting position and ending position is same. The join starting position and ending position is same. Then I can say that as loop. If this kind of loop is available, what is the problem is, let us say I want one column from here, let us say employee number column I want, salary column I want, commission column I want. I can go and get this one. In this way I can go and get this one. Or I can go and get this one in this way also. Which is the best way, sir? Table 1 to table 4 is the best way. But if we go in this way, performance is going to degrade because of the unnecessary conditions and all. Data also may be filtered out. Data also may be filtered out. So this is what called as loop. This is what called as loop. To avoid the loop, we are going to create the alias on this one. We are going to create the alias on this one. So what I mean to say is, there are no circular logical join relationships. Whatever circular logical join is available, like that circular logical joins are available, tool is going to throw the error for you. Tool is going to throw the error for you. As of now, I don't have the circular logical joins here. That is the reason tool is not throwing any error. Tool is not throwing any error. Okay, right. What happened? Why these many things? Oh, this alias is the problem. Okay. Now, if you go for the file menu, check global consistency, there is no problem is available. There is no problem is available. Now, let us go for the next one that is called as a subject area exists for the business model. If I create a business model here and there is no corresponding subject area, that business model we are not utilizing anywhere, at that moment it is a problem. I mean to say, let us say I am creating one new business model with the name of, let us say, test, and also I am taking D1 products. Let us say I am dragging and dropping this D1 products. Right click and go for the duplicate option. Now I am right clicking and go for the business model diagram, whole diagram. Then I can create the join here. Let me create the join. Sorry. Let me create the join. Then I am trying to drag and drop here. If I go to the file menu, check global consistency, it has got, sir, no problem, is consistent. Whereas, suppose if I delete this test from here, that means what, sir? We have a business model. Corresponding to this business model, I don't have here subject area. Corresponding to this business model, I don't have here subject area. If you don't have a subject area corresponding to a business model, then it is going to throw a problem. What is the problem is, I check global consistency. Business model test is not consistent. Do you want to mark it is unavailable for queries? Click on yes, error, problem with the business model test. Business model test does not have corresponding subject area. Okay, you people understand each and every business model must have what, sir? Corresponding subject area. If subject area is not available, it is going to throw the error. So this is what the point, what you understand. Now, in interview, if they ask a question, tell me some of the general errors what we faced in our RPD development. Tell me some of the general errors what we faced in RPD development. At that moment, I am expecting you people to produce these all 6 points. If you produce these all 6 points, your interviewer will be happy. You will go for the next question. That is the only purpose I explained the 6 points. If you ask a question, please let me know some of the errors what you faced while you developing your RPD. At that moment, deliver the 6 points, and down the line, I will be explaining chapter relevant errors also. Those errors also note down somewhere and try to explain in the interview. Am I clear? As for this chapter, these are the errors. Down the line, chapter wise, some other chapters I am doing in the RPD, I will get some more errors. I will explain those things also. Okay, right. Now, whatever window we are seeing here, right? If you go for the file menu, check global consistency, we are seeing one window. That window is known as consistency check manager window. This consistency check manager window contains, one is errors, second is warnings. In fact, if you go and see older versions, we also have here best practices. In 10G or 11.1.1.5 version or 0.3 version, we have the best practices. However, in 0.6 and 0.7 versions, it is internally taken care. There is no best practice option. And errors, you must debug that one. Without debugging, you cannot move forward. Whereas warnings, yes, it is optional only. If you want to debug, you can debug it, or else you can ignore it. But as a recommended process, as a recommended approach, recommended process, try to debug warnings also. Try to debug warnings also. Let us go and try to debug those things. Let us say test I am deleting here. Now if you go for the file menu, check global consistency, it's throwing what's that? Only one warning. This warning is because the features in database B201 MS Excel do not match the default. This can cause query problems. Problem is what's our database object. Database object means what's that? This was the database object. Double click on this database object. What is the problem, sir? Features tab is the problematic guy. Click on here, reset to defaults. Some reason these properties are disturbed. Now I want to reset to defaults. Click on OK. Now go to the file menu, check global consistency. It's saying as consistency check, fixed certain objects. There are no errors, warnings, best practices, violations left to the report. Okay, there is nothing is there to report to you. Nothing is there to report to you. That means everything is what, sir? Everything is free of errors, free of warnings, free of best practices. If you want to see consistency check manager window, then you can go for the tools menu. There I have here show consistency checker. Do I have any errors? Any warnings? No errors, no warnings are available. Normally whenever there is no errors, there is no warnings are available. Even though I ran here check global consistency, I won't get the window called as check global consistency check manager window. Consistency check manager window, you won't get it. Right. Now consistency check manager window contains, these are the options. Display consistency check messages. One is errors. Must be fixed to make the repository consistent. Warnings, conditions that may or may not be an error. That means there is a possibility some of the warnings will cause our query problems. Some of the warnings will cause query problems. That is the reason, as a best practice, try to debug the warnings also. That's what I am suggesting. Now, we must make sure there are no errors, and if possible, debug what's are warnings also. Now, till 11.1.1.5 version, it is to display best practices. In 11.1.1.6 onwards, it is internally what's are taken care. It's internally taken care. Now, process. Do by using any one way. Testing your RPD, you can do any one way. That one way is you can go to the file menu, check global consistency, or you can right click on this business model. There I have here check consistency option is available. You can use this also. This is recommended. Let us say I have here 10 business models are available. If I go to the file menu, check global consistency, it's going to check all the 10 business models. But you are working on only one business model, 9 business models, you didn't touch it. Do you think like 9 business models also you need to check it out, sir? Not required, right? So at that moment, you can go and you can right click on a business model, what you are working, and you can check that alone. You got my point? I have 10 business models are available. If I go to the file menu, check global consistency, then 10 business models it is going to check one by one. It is waste of our time. You are working really on one business model, you are working 9 business models, you didn't touch it. Then you can right click on that business model alone and you can go for the check consistency option. Okay, that's what I mean to tell from this. Now, not only business model level, sir, if you want to check only one column, you want to check it out. You can go and you can check it out only one column. Only one table you want to check it out. You can go and you can check only one table. Any one particular object you want to check it out. At that moment we'll go for right click and check consistency option. Now, next one is very important one, that is called as servers in OB11G. Before going for servers in OB11G, let me recall what we learned. We learned testing and validating chapter. In that one, we are trying to collect some of the general errors what you are going to face in RPD testing. Number one, you people understand, all logical columns must be directly or indirectly mapped towards a physical columns. If it's not, then it is going to throw error. Second point is all dimension tables must have what's a primary key column. If key column is not available, it is going to throw error. Third one is all the tables must have logical join. If logical join is not available, it is going to throw the error. Number four is in a business model you must have a fact table, a dimension table, two tables must be there. If it is not available, it is going to throw the error. It is going to throw the error. Now, fifth point is there should not be any circular joins. There should not be any circular joins. And sixth point is a business model must have corresponding subject area. If corresponding subject area is not available, it is going to throw the problem. It is going to throw the problem. So these are the points. These are the points what you understand. These are the points what you understand. In interview, anyone ask a question, let me know some of the messages, error messages what you saw in our development of the RPD. At that moment, you produce these all 6 points. You produce all these 6 points. Am I clear? Right. Now let us move on to the next one that is called as servers available in OBW 11G. Servers available in OBW 11G. Right. First server that is called as Oracle BA server. First server, important server that is known as what, sir? Oracle BA server. Oracle BA server. This Oracle BA server is very important server. Very important server. If you want to see the Oracle BA server, I am going to the enterprise manager. Enterprise manager is a one component. Let it log in. It is going to take some time to log in. Right. First server is called as what, sir? Oracle BA server. Oracle BA server. Oracle BA server is a main server. First point is it is a main server. Major work is going to do by Oracle BA server. Second is it controls all data security rules. Suppose I am running one report, I am belongs to India, that report is going to show you India data. You are running a report, you are belongs to USA, that same report is going to show what, sir? USA data. That kind of functionality is called as data security. Both of us running the same report, still for me it is showing India data, for you it is showing USA data. That kind of functionality is called as data security. Data security. That is controlled by your Oracle BA server. Next, RPD will be loaded in this server. Whatever till this point of time you download physical layer, BMM layer, presentation layer, RPD, that RPD you are going to load into which server, sir? Oracle BA server we are going to load it. Oracle BA server we are going to load it. So RPD is totally controlled by which server, sir? Oracle BA server. RPD is totally controlled by Oracle BA server. Now let us say whatever RPD is available in our hand, that RPD whatever available in our hand, that RPD slowly you loaded into the server. The server is called as Oracle BA server. Now what happens is Oracle BA presentation server will get updates. Oracle BA presentation server will go to the Oracle BA server and get updates from here. Please tell me what is the RPD you have. Whatever RPD available inside the Oracle BA server, entire RPD updates is going to get by Oracle BA presentation server. Once Oracle BA presentation server got the updates, then you can go and you can develop reports, dashboards, KPIs, scorecards, etc. These all things you are developing using a server. That server is called as BA presentation server. BA presentation server. Of course, these all things you are developing by taking help of what, sir? By taking help of RPD, which is available inside the Oracle BA server. Now, if the server is down, then we cannot open analytics application. Analytics application. One application is available, down the line you come to understand this is what called as analytics application. Analytics application. This analytics application will not be open if you have Oracle BA presentation server is down. If your Oracle BA presentation server is down, then you cannot open analytics page. That's what I mean to tell. Next point. Oracle BA Java host. Suppose you are developing a report. The report is nothing but a graph report. Nothing but a graph report. If that graph need to display properly means we require a server. The server is called as Oracle BA Java host. Let me show you the servers. If you go for your availability tab here, there you can see the servers. What is the server, sir? Oracle BA server. What is the server, sir? Oracle BA presentation server. What is the server, sir? Oracle BA Java host. Java host. And we have one more server here. Next one, Oracle BA scheduler. Let us say you scheduled by saying, let us say every day morning 9 o'clock run so and so report. Run so and so report. Which server is going to monitor? Is it 9 o'clock or not? Is it 9 o'clock or not, sir? Oracle based scheduler is going to take care of monitoring the time and all. That's what Oracle based scheduler is useful. It is used to schedule our reports. A schedule in our OBAWE is called as agent. In case of OBW 10G, it was known as IBOT, Intelligence Bursting Output Tool. IBOT, Intelligence Bursting Output Tool. In case of OBW 10G, we used to call this as what, sir? IBOT, IBOT, Intelligence Bursting Output Tool. Okay. Now Oracle BI cluster controller. Oracle BI cluster controller. What is the Oracle BI cluster controller is? Let us say I have 100 business users are available, sir. In that one, concurrent users are, concurrent means what, sir? Simultaneous users. Simultaneous users are 20% are available, that is 20 members will take it. 20 members are running 20 different reports they are running. 20 SQL queries are firing against to the Oracle BA server. Because only one Oracle BA server is available, it is saying as I am very busy, it is going to run very slowly. Then what we thought is, you can integrate here one more Oracle BA server also, you can go and you can integrate it. That's where we are doing in the capacity management. There I have here scalability. There I can go on instances. What, sir? Only one Oracle based server is available. If you want to make here two things, you can make it. Okay. And presentation servers, if you want two things, you can make it. Java Wash, if you want two things, you can make it. Because of the two Oracle based servers, what will happen, sir? What will happen, sir? The work will be shared. That means 20 queries I am firing. 10 queries will be executed via BA server 1, 10 queries will be substituted via BA server 2. Because of that one, work is distributed, my queries will be executed faster or not, sir? This is what called as load balancing. This is what called as load balancing. And also this is useful for the zero downtime. Suppose due to XYZ reason, one BA server is down. All the requests can be go via BA server 2. We have only one BA server, then what will happen, sir? That is down, the system is down. That is called as zero downtime we are going to maintain. That is a one benefit. Second is what, sir? Load balancing is the second benefit. Load balancing is the second benefit. And using multiple BA servers, let us say I have here BA server 1, BA server 2, BA server 3. On top of this BA servers, which server is going to sit, sir, here? BA cluster controller is going to sit here. Whenever one request is came here, let us say report 1 you ran, that request is came here. Then it is going to look for BA server, are you busy? If yes, it is going to what, sir? 2. If you are busy, it is going to what, sir? 3. Like that, it is going to distribute the work. So BA cluster controller is sitting on top of OBAS, Oracle BA server, OBAPS, Oracle BA presentation server, OBAJS, Oracle BA Java Host. We can make the multiple servers only this one. You cannot make what one, sir? Oracle based scheduler, we cannot make the clustering. Only one Oracle based scheduler is enough. Why? Because tell me, even though you have the thousands of reports, are you going to schedule 1,000 reports? No. Only 10% of the reports also we sometimes won't do it. Okay, let us say 10% take 100 reports are scheduled. Out of 1,000, 100 reports are scheduled. And what is the job it is doing, sir? Is it going to run the report? No. It is going to just monitor the time is what is the time is scheduled. Only time it is comparing, yes or no, sir? Once time is met, it is going to trigger that one. Once it is triggered, from that point, running the report will be taken care by who, sir? Oracle based server. Only triggering is the Oracle based scheduler job. Running that report and getting the output and giving that output to the user, these all things will be taken care by, again, Oracle based server. That is the reason only one Oracle based scheduler is enough. There is no performance related issues, you will get it. Am I clear? Right. Now, Essbase server. What is the number set there in real time usually? Based on our project, we are going to set this number, sir. Again, I have a lot of things to cover based on this point actually. I skipped it. This clustering is two types. One is called as horizontal clustering. Second is called as vertical clustering. One is called as horizontal clustering. Second is called as vertical clustering. What is the meaning of vertical clustering is, in the same CPU I am installing the software, and I am going to increase the instances, be server 2 or 3 instances, 4 instances I am going to maintain. That is called as vertical clustering. Horizontal clustering means I will have the 2 CPUs, let us say. Here I will install the OBA software, here also I will install the OBA software. Using network connection, I used to integrate this one. That is called as horizontal clustering. That is called as horizontal clustering. If I use multiple servers, multiple physical servers, then it is called as what, sir? Horizontal clustering. If I use virtual servers, virtual means what, sir? Only in a single server I am maintaining two instances I am maintaining. That is called as what, sir? Vertical clustering. Vertical clustering. If you maintain 2 CPUs, then it is called as horizontal clustering. In a single CPU, if you maintain 2 Oracle based servers and all, then it is called as vertical clustering. Vertical clustering. Anyhow, this clustering concept is a big chapter. I will talk more about this one later point of time. As of now, clustering means what, sir? Clustering is useful to improve the performance whenever we have the huge amount of users. More users are available to improve the performance. At that moment, you can increase the number of Oracle based servers, number of Oracle based presentation servers, number of Oracle based Java hosts, you can increase it. The process of increasing base servers, presentation servers, Java hosts is called as clustering. Because of the clustering, we are getting 2 benefits. Number 1 is zero downtime. Number 2 is load balancing. These are the 2 benefits whatever we have. Zero downtime. Second is load balancing. No, load balancing purpose, no need to install any third-party tools. Everything is incorporated in the OBW at the time of installation. No need to worry. Okay, cluster control is going to take care of everything. Right. Let us move on to the next point. We have here one server. That server is called as Essbase server is available. Essbase server. If backend database is Essbase, then we need this server. Otherwise, what, sir? We don't want this server. If you are using Oracle database or SQL Server database or MySQL or DB2, this kind of databases you are using, at that moment this Essbase server is down also, you need not worry about it. And this Essbase server is totally tightly integrated in the version. That version is called as 11.1.1.7 only. If you go and see the earlier versions, you won't see Essbase agent here. Essbase agent here is not available. Earlier versions means what, sir? 0.6 or 0.5. These versions, if we go and see, Essbase agent will not be available here. In 0.7 version onwards only we have the Essbase agent. Am I clear? Right. I hope this point is not covered in our notes. Is it covered? Essbase server. Is it covered? No. Please write it. Sixth one, Essbase server. If backend database is Essbase, then we need this server. Next, the server integration available in 11.1.1.7 version. 1.1.1.7 version. 1.1.1.7 version. Next. 1.1.1.7 version. Next one. How is Essbase different from Oracle, sir? Essbase is totally, it is a multi-dimensional source, sir, actually. Okay, our Oracle, these all things are relational databases. Okay, that is multi-dimensional one. Okay, anyhow, that one I will be telling later point of time. It is very urgent. I have one video based on the Essbase, sir. That is a super video. If you go and see, I have OBA with Essbase source is available. OBA Essbase labs. There I can see index.html one page is available. Please walk through this one, index.html. It is a predefined video. It is going to guide you how to work with the Essbase source. Okay, you have here 2 buttons will be available. If you go to the menu, you have 2 buttons. One is called as demonstration. Second is called as exercise. If you click on the demonstration button, then it is going to demonstrate. It is going to demonstrate how to go to the file menu. Everything is going to demonstrate for you. Once it, yeah, automation. Once demonstration is completed, again go back to the menu and try to click on here, start exercise. You need to start the exercise. Then go to the file menu. Actually, you need to go to the file menu. Suppose you clicked somewhere else, it is throwing the error. So clearly you need to follow the demonstration, and also in the bottom whatever suggestions are there, these suggestions you need to follow and need to practice it. Just walk through one video or two videos. Here I have many chapters are there. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chapters are there. At least go through one video so that we come to understand what exactly Essbase means. Okay, right. Let us move on to the as of now. As of now, we will not go for that one. Essbase. Essbase server, backend database is Essbase, then we need what's this server. The server integration is available only 11.1.1.7 version. Next one, WebLogic. WebLogic. What do you mean by WebLogic? Right. What do you mean by WebLogic is, let us say, I have in case of Windows based system, if you go to the if you go to the administrative tools, there I have here one server. The server is known as Internet Information Services, IIS, Internet Information Services. This IIS is called as web server. This IIS is called as web server. IIS is called as web server. Now, this is the server what we used to use as a web server in case of OBW 10G and lower versions. But whereas in 11.1.1.3 or 5 or 6 or 7, all these 11G versions were using web server as what, sir? WebLogic server. WebLogic server is part of the Java, and most of the times Oracle guy is recommending any of his products. That means it may be today OBW, tomorrow it may be ODI. Okay, thereafter something else also. He is suggesting web server is what, sir? Use the WebLogic server only. So, yeah. WebLogic server is a web server. It is useful to access reports and dashboards globally. Once you develop the reports and dashboards, you need to deploy that one into the web server so that my US client, my UK client, or my India client, everyone can access that one. That's what the main purpose. And if you go and see above 126 servers, in your notes it may be available as above 125. Please correct that one. Above 126 servers are integrated in one area that is called as OPMN CTL. OPMN CTL stands for Oracle Process Management Network Control. What is the meaning is, if you go and see all programs, administrative tools, there I have services window. If you go to the services window, there I can see Oracle Process Management. Oracle Process Manager, this is what, sir? Started. If you go and see OBW 10G, here I will see Oracle BA server, Oracle BA presentation server, Oracle BA Java host, those all things are available. Yes or no, sir? In last weekend we have chance to see the 10G. Oracle BA server we started from where, sir? From here only we started. So in case of 10G, all are independently registering in the Windows base. Now it is registering as what, sir? Only OPM is registering. Internally inside this one, what are the things are there? Those all 6 things are available. Suppose I am stopping this one. That means you are indirectly stopping what, sir? Those all 6 servers you are stopping. You are starting this one or restarting. Those all 6 servers you are trying to restart it. That's what the meaning. So above 126 servers are integrated in OPMN CTL. And this OPMN CTL also totally new concept. In 10G and earlier versions, we don't have OPMN CTL. Only in the 11G, they come up with the OPMN CTL concept. Okay. That point is very clear. Next one is available, that is called as loading your repository. Before going for loading repository, now tell me what are the different servers are available in our OBW. Number 1, Oracle BA server. It is a main server. Okay, it is going to control entire RPD. It is going to control data securities. Whatever RPD you develop, that RPD are going to load into which server, sir? Oracle BA server. Once you load RPD into Oracle BA server, that RPD is read by Oracle BA presentation server. Oracle BA presentation server using, we can develop reports, dashboards, KPIs, etc. And in this report, you may have some graph reports. Graph reports need to display properly, means we require one host that is called as Oracle BA Java host server. Then, if you want to schedule a report, we require a server Oracle BA scheduler. If you want to do the load balancing or zero downtime, you require cluster controller. And If you want backend database as a Essbase, we require one server. The server is called as Essbase server. And whatever reports available, these reports need to access globally, means we require a server. That server is called as web server. Web server in our OBW is called as WebLogic server. Earlier to this version 11G, in 10G and earlier versions, we used to use web server as IaaS, Internet Information Service. And also one more thing is there, OC4J, Oracle Container for Java. Oracle Container for Java. Okay. Now, let us move on to the next one, that is called as loading repository. This is very, very important one. This is very, very important one. Okay. This loading repository contains, these are the 6 steps are available. These are the 6 steps are available. First step is called as, what's that? Close RPD. Whatever RPD you are working, I think once you decide like I want to load this into the server, means you may be completed development of physical layer, BMM layer, presentation layer, everything. Yes or no, sir? You are about to load the RPD into the server, means what, sir? You done your work. Whenever you done your work, what is the point of making this as open? You can go to the file menu, then go for what, sir? Close it. I closed the file. I closed the file. So your RPD file is, you can close like that. That's what I am saying. It is not mandatory in OBL 11G, whereas in 10G it is what, sir? Mandatory. Why it is not mandatory in 11G? Why it is mandatory in 10G? You need to understand. In case of 11G, what will happen is in runtime it won't use exactly your RPD, sir. It will create your RPD Xerox copy. It will create your RPD Xerox copy. That Xerox copy is using by your Oracle base server. That is the reason closing your RPD is not mandatory. Whereas in 10G, whatever RPD is available, same RPD is using by Oracle base server. That is the reason between you and between server sharing violation will come. It won't load properly. That is the reason in 10G, before loading RPD into Oracle base server, closing is mandatory. Whereas in 11G, whatever RPD you are giving, that Xerox copy is loading by Oracle base server. You are working on the original RPD, server is working on the Xerox copy, there is no sharing violation. That is the reason it is not mandatory. Now, in 10G RPD open, and if you load RPD into Oracle base server, then we cannot open RPD in online mode with write permissions. It opens only what, sir? In read-only mode. What is the problem we are going to face if you still you are not listening my words? Okay, in OBW 10G, you opened our RPD and you loaded the Oracle base server. Then what is the problem we are going to face, sir? Thereafter, if you are trying to open our RPD in online mode, it is going to throw this problem. Read-only mode, it is going to open. You cannot modify a object. That means a column you cannot delete, a column you cannot modify, a column you cannot add it. Only you can read it. That's it. No write permissions. There is no write permissions. That is the reason in 10G is what, sir? Close RPD and do next steps. In 11G what, sir? Closing or not closing, up to you, no problem. Am I clear? Right. How to close is very simple job. Go to file menu of administration tool, click on close. Go to file menu of administration tool, click on close. Okay, if I show the through PowerPoint, it looks very good. Let me go for the PowerPoint. So we have, these are the 6 steps. First step is what, sir? Closing RPD. We are going to the file menu, then we are going to close the RPD. We are going to close the RPD. Second step, start your WebLogic server alone or all OBI servers. All OBI servers. Why I need to start WebLogic server? Web server, why you require? Why I require web server is, in third step, I need to open one of the component that is called as web-based component. If I want to open any web-based component, then I require WebLogic server. That is the reason in the second step, I am trying to start our WebLogic server. You can start WebLogic server alone, or you can start all the servers, you can start it. All the servers means what, sir? Whatever 7 servers we discussed, right? Those are all servers. How to start only WebLogic server? Only WebLogic server is, you can go to this location, BA11G, user projects, domains, BA foundation domain. There I have the start weblogic.cmd. Let us navigate to that location, my computer, then C drive. Where is your installation location, sir? OBI home is the installation location. There I have user projects, domains, BA foundation domain. There you can observe here start weblogic.cmd is available. If you double click on this one, it is going to open one command prompt window. There it is going to say as it is started. This is what the window already I started the WebLogic server. Whenever I came to the class, I used to do first step is starting your servers. And this window, whatever available, this window is called as WebLogic server window. And this window you should not close it, sir. With this window, you should not close it. If you close this window, that means what, sir? That means you are stopping your server. Am I clear? So WebLogic server you started. Suppose if you want to start all the servers you want to start it, then what you need to do is you need to go to the Oracle Business Intelligence. There I have one option that is called as Start BA Services. If I click on the Start BA Services, it is going to start all the servers. Oracle BA server, presentation server, Java host, everything it is going to start it. So these are the two ways what are available to start the things. One is you can start only WebLogic server. Second one is what, sir? You can start all the servers. I recommend in the lab start what, sir? All servers you can start it, no problem. However, whenever you are sitting on system, first you need to verify already someone started or not. Already someone started. Again you go for the start all program start BA services. It is going to throw the error as force shutdown. What is error, sir? Force shutdown error will be seeing. Force shutdown error we are seeing means what is the meaning, sir? Already this is running. You are trying to start one more time. Online folks, you are connecting to my remote server. You need not start server, sir. Already I started the server. It is available already 24/7. It is going to run. So you don't start the server. You don't restart the server. These all things should not touch actually. Okay, right. Actually, whatever user I am adding to you people, I am adding you people as admins only because you need to start the Oracle based server, Oracle based presentation server to load the RPDs and all. Okay, that is the only reason I am adding you people also as administrators only. You have the permissions to restart the CPU and these all things are also available. Available means doesn't mean that one you need to do that one. Okay, don't restart the servers, don't restart the CPU. Okay, only Oracle based server, Oracle based presentation server, individual servers if you want to do it, you can do it. Okay, right. Now, you people understand one point. That point is called as how to start WebLogic server alone or all OBA servers. In my case, already started. Let us move on to the third one. Configuring RPD in Enterprise Manager. For this, we are going for open any browser, Internet Explorer or Mozilla or Google Chrome, whatever you want it. Down the line, we are going to use one browser. That browser is what, sir? Mozilla browser I am using in my training room. Okay, right. Type HTTP host name. Host name is where your server is installed. OBA server where it is installed, that computer name or that IP address. In my case, what is my computer name, sir? If I right click on my computer, properties, what is the name of my computer, sir? RRITEC is name of my computer. So I need to go and I need to provide that RRITEC. Then port number is what, sir? 7001. By default, OBW is going to use the port number as 7001. And this EM stands for Enterprise Manager. This is a component name. So example, HTTP localhost 7001 EM. In training room, yes, you can provide your localhost also you can provide. Why? Because whatever system you are working, the same system software also installed. But in live, it may not be the case. Your server is installed in your client location on CPU, but you are going to work from your service provider location. You got my point, sir? You are working some CTS or TCS or Infosys, something else. You are working where, sir? Offshore development center. You are working using your laptop or your desktop of the CTS or TCS or Infosys. But actual server is available where, sir? In the customer location it is available. That IP address you need to provide. Localhost will not be working in our companies. Now, login name is equal to WebLogic and password is what, sir? RRITEC123. At the time of installation, we need automatically one user will be created. That user is called as WebLogic, and you have the freedom. At the time of installation, you have the freedom. Whatever username you want to put, you can put that username. Whatever password you want to put, you can put the password. By default, everyone will maintain the username is what, sir? WebLogic only. Password is, yes, in my case, I maintained RR capital, I take small, 123 is the password. Okay, let us go and try to open this enterprise manager. I am trying to open enterprise manager. I think already it is open. This was the enterprise manager. Let me log out. Let me log out, and I am trying to type here HTTP. What is the computer name, sir? RR Tech. What is the port number? 7001. What is the application name? EM, Enterprise Manager. Then I got here Enterprise Manager. Then you need to provide your username, WebLogic, password, RR capital, iTech small, 123. Click on login. Whenever we click on the login, we are able to see login is successful, loading the next page. It's going to load the next page. This was the page what you are seeing it. Now this side we have here collapse or restore button is available. If you click on this one, then you are going to see the different options what are available. Inside this one I have the business intelligence. We are learning OPMN business intelligence. Click on this core application. If you click on the core application, this side window is going to refresh shortly. This side window is going to refresh shortly. It is refreshed. Now here I have one option. That option is called as deployment option is available. Why you are going for deployment is I want to deploy what, sir? My RPD I want to deploy. See this window. I want to see this window. What are the steps we are doing? You come to understand. Number one, what are you doing, sir? Click on the core application. Number two, what are you doing, sir? Go to the deployment tab. Number three, go to our, sir, browse, and browse what, sir? Browse your RPD file what you developed. Number 4, click on apply. Number 5, click on activate changes. These are the steps what we need to do. Shall we go and do it? Yes, I am going to do that one. Let us say if I want to modify this one, browse is not working. Why it is not working is I need to click on what, sir? Lock and edit configuration. If you click on this one, it is going to allow you to edit this page. Otherwise it won't allow you to edit this page. Click on this browse. Then I want to select your RPD B201_EBA.RPD open. Password is what, sir? RR capital ITEC small 123 RR capital ITEC small 123. Click on apply. Whenever you click on apply, whatever your default RPD is there, the default RPD is going to change it. What is the RPD which is loaded, sir? B199 batch RPD loaded. Now I am trying to click on apply. Whenever I click on apply, I can see B201 EBA BH051 is came. And each and every time whenever you are clicking on apply, one version is going to create here. Then click on activate changes. Whatever changes we did, those all changes we are activating it. That's what the third step what we need to do it. Backend what is happening, I will show you tomorrow. Just as of now, front end only I am going. Back end, if I click on the activate changes button, what are the files it is going to modify in the back end? What are the files it is going to modify in the back end? I will explain tomorrow that one. Today, let us go for the next one. Start the Oracle base server. Whenever you change your RPD, you must start one server. The server is what, sir? Oracle base server. For that, go to the availability tab and start the BA server. So I am going to the availability tab. There I have the BA server selected. Click on restart selected. Click on yes. That's what the fourth step started. Fifth step is we can check. This is method 2. We'll discuss tomorrow. This is confirm RPD loaded or not by checking what, sir? Log file. Mainly this log file is useful if things are going in bad way. That means your Oracle based server is started but is not starting. It's throwing error. How you can identify the root cause, sir? By using the log file. I will explain this also tomorrow. Then I want to go for confirm RPD load or not by developing what, sir? A report. I want to develop a report. HTTP host name 7001 analytics. Same URL, right? Only thing is changing is what, sir? In place of the EM I am writing analytics I am writing. Let us go and try to do it. Restart completed successfully. Then I am going for one URL. That URL is HTTP, then what, sir? RRITEC, then what, sir? 7001, then what, sir? Analytics. And while you are writing this URL, all should be small letters. Suppose you written one letter as capital like that, it is going to throw out, sir, 404 error. So I am writing here small a, I am writing, then we are getting here sign in page. Provide your username as WebLogic, password as RRITech123, go to the new, click on analysis. Is it yours? No. I think this is yours or not, sir? Okay, it is yours only. We given generic names, we given, that is reason that it came like that. Yesterday you created the what you created, sir? Nested tables you created, yes or no, sir? The nested tables appearance is coming or not? I want let us say reason wise dollars. I want reason column I am taking, dollars column I am taking, click on results. Then I am able to see reason and dollars. Now if you want to open RPD in online mode, let us go for here. Once RPD is loaded into the server, from that point you can go for what, sir? Online mode, RR capital, ITEC small 123, RR capital, ITEC small 123. Which RPD is opening, sir? 201, that is our batch RPD is opening. Suppose now let us say I am trying to duplicate this one, I am duplicating it. One more what, sir? Subject areas came, click on the check-in changes. Check-in means where you are checking in, sir? Oracle based server you are checking in, and go to the front end, reload server metadata, then go to the new analysis. What you are seeing, sir? Whatever work you are doing in the RPD, that is coming in the front end or not? What is this? What you are seeing this name? Subject area. What you are creating here? Subject areas or not? We are creating here subject areas. So whatever subject areas are available here, the subject areas are coming here. The subject areas are coming in the front end. Tomorrow I will explain this loading. I went in fast track mode. I know that. Tomorrow we'll go slow track mode and we'll try to explain back end what is happening. Am I clear? Because of the time constraint, I went a bit fast. Yes. Anyhow, you people understand how to load your RPD into the Oracle based server, yes or no, sir? Today try one thing. Load your B201 and whatever way report I developed, you develop a report and let me know if you face any problem. Just follow the notes. Am I clear? Thank you.